Hello everyone, welcome. So this is the third part of the video. So I'll be continuing with the same topic, business dining etiquette. So in the last two videos I had already explained to you what is business dining, and I had also explained how to plan the business meal and what you have to do after you arrive the venue and how to order your food. So now I will be discussing about the eating part, what you should do when the food arrives. The first point is wait for your host to begin eating before you start. So as soon as the food is there on your table, you should not be someone who just starts eating. Okay, you should wait for the host to start the meal, to start eating. So after that you can start to eat. Next point is to hold your utensils correctly. So if you're holding a fork, if you're holding a knife, if you're holding a spoon, your glass, whatever you're holding, you should hold your utensils correctly. Then cut your food one piece at a time. So whenever you are cutting your food into pieces, the piece should not be too large, it should be small, and cut your food one piece at a time. So just cut one piece at a time. Do not cut several pieces at a time. You should take your time to eat, so that is why you're supposed to cut only one piece at a time. Shouldn't cut everything. Okay, next is don't make sounds while chewing. So when you're having your food, when you're chewing your food or drinking something, do not make sound. So that's a bad manner. And also take care of like when you're using the fork, when you're using the knife or the spoon, do not make sounds. So you should not make sounds while eating, you should not make sounds while chewing and while cutting your food or while drinking something. Next is do not hold food on your fork or spoon while talking. So whenever you are having a conversation with the other person, so place your fork or your spoon or your knife on the plate. Do not hold it with food. Next is to eat slowly. So you're supposed to eat slowly. You should not be in a hurry. You should eat slowly and steadily. Next is keep your elbows off the table. So whenever you're eating, you should not keep your elbow on the table. So it should not be there on the table. You should always keep your elbows off the table. So these are the few things that you should take care of while eating your food. Then after the meal, what you should do after the meal, after you have finished your food, you are supposed to signal your server to clear your place setting. So you should signal the server to clean the table. The host must pay the bill. If you are the host, you're supposed to pay the bill, and if you're the guest, you must allow the host to pay the bill. Do not argue regarding the payment of the bill. Whoever is the host, that person is going to pay the bill. Then the last thing is to thank your host for the meal. So if you are the guest, you are supposed to thank your host for the meal, and if you are the host, you should thank your guest for coming. And yeah, that's how these are some of the rules and regulations that you should take care of when you go for a business meal. So the last thing that I would just like to say is, while business dining rules can vary country to country, the general guidelines remain the same. Practice good manners and use common sense. So it might vary, it might be different in different places, but some of the guidelines, it remains the same. So the basic two things that you should take care of is, you should practice good manners, you should behave properly, and you should use your common sense. So that's all about business dining. Thank you so much.